How's it going, guys? Mr. Mercuro here, bringing you another NU Wi-Fi battle here. This one's against Eoin, another guy from the Pimp Night YouTube chat, and this was a super duper really long battle. It was 45 turns, and it was kind of a pain in the ass to record because I ended up recording it twice because I screwed up. Anyways, so he's got Bayleaf, Pikachu, Eoin, Tauros, Muck, and Ninjask, and I'm bringing Rotom-Fan, my Squishy, Kadabra, Zweilous, Furfrou, and Roselia. Alright, so now let's get to the battle. Alright, so we got some sweet music playing in the background. Gonna work on that. So Eoin's issuing a challenge, and he's gonna lead off with his Ninjask, which is pretty predictable, and I start with my Rotom-Fan, which is the standard Scarf Trick set, and he goes into Pikachu and eats up that Thunderbolt right away and gets a +1, but it does not scare me at all, not one bit, because I have my Eviolite Roselia, which has an incredible amount of special attack. So right here he goes for the substitute, and he's just gonna... So he's just trying to set up a sweep or something, but so he goes for the Thunderbolt, and it does a little bit of damage, but not too much, and Zoe just doesn't give a fuck and goes right for the Sludge Bomb, and that's going to knock out his sub, and Pikachu has just absolute shit defense, so he knows he can't take a Sludge Bomb and lose health from the substitute, so here he switches that into his Muck, right into the Giga Drain, which doesn't do a ton to Muck, but Roselia does have pretty good special attack without any investments in it. Alright, so now I'm just going to go for it. Dual Joint's just going to go for a Leech Seed and start planting her marijuana seeds on this Muck. And he's going to go for the subs, so it's going to be hard to get through, but it will be losing a little bit of health every turn thanks to that Leech Seed, so... yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to swap out here and go into my Such Doge, which is my Furfrou, and Furfrou is just a fucking tank. He can beast out any physical attack. He takes hits from any physical attacker for days, and there Muck goes with a Gunk Shot, and it gets the poison off on my Furfrou, which is pretty annoying because Furfrou doesn't have an awesome way of recovery. It just has the lefties, which is better than nothing, but still. So at least it wasn't badly poisoned. So Such Doge, you're gonna get kind of a little fucked up here because of that poison. Now he knows he doesn't do anything to me, so he's gonna swap into this Bayleaf, and I just go for the U-turn here, which will do a little bit of damage, pretty good, since Bayleaf is just a ridiculous tank with that Eviolite. Now I just go right into my Rotom-Fan, and sings Modest Nature, and it's pretty fast and can just dish out damage like nothing else. And so he's going to go for the Air Slash, and it misses, so that was pretty fucking great for him at least. And so he's going to munch on that trash and get some more health, so I'm just going to go for the Air Slash here, and I get the flinch, which is pretty damn cool, especially since I missed last turn. So Rotom, you're making up for your shit here. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into that Furfrou, expecting the Gunk Shot, which comes in, and Furfrou's going to just eat that up and say, give me some more goddamn trash, I'm hungry. Alright, so now this Muck was a real pain in the ass to get rid of. It's bulky as hell, and as you'll see in a little bit, makes it so nothing can really get through to him. So I'm just going to go for the T-Wave here to just be a pain in the ass for him so he can get that paralysis. And first turn he gets that paralyzed, which is pretty damn sweet. So Furfrou's just doing his job here, taking hits and dishing out U-turns and paralysis. And he's getting slowly whittled down by that poison, but it's not doing a ton. So right here I'm just going to U-turn on out and do a smidge of damage. It'll probably get black sludge to completely cover that. And I go out to my Roselia, just looking for the Leech Seed, I think, and here he goes for the Acid Armor, which tells me that this thing is going to be, this thing is max special defense. Can't fucking talk. And so I just go for the Leech Seed here, so he's going to be losing damage and has a chance to not move. And he goes for the Gunk Shot and it misses, which, yeah, I kind of figure it's got shitty accuracy, so why would it hit? Alright, so he's just going to start sipping. Zelia's planting its seeds, and he's just going to start sipping off. She is sipping on that shitty trash. Alright, so now he's going to swap out right into his Ninjask, which is an annoying poke for sure. And I just go for the Aromatherapy, get that Aroma Pot through the air, and that's going to heal my Furfrou and get rid of that really annoying poison. So now right into here, because he can tank any hit that this guy wants to give out. And what all these little assholes want to do is just set up sub, get some speed boost and sword dance, and pass into something that's slow and kind of fuck shit up. So yeah. Alright, so he's going to go for the sword dance here, which is really annoying, but luckily I have a little trick of my own to get rid of annoying stuff like this, and I go for the roar, which when I first started using this as a roar guy, I didn't have any sort of traps. It was just to get rid of anything that took Furfrou as setup bait, and it really works. So now out comes the Tauros, which I see has the Intimidate, and he's going to go for the Toxic, so I don't know what the hell this bull's up to. Some bullshit, more like it. And so I'm just going to go for the U-turn here. So, I mean, Furfrou's pissed here. He's gotten poisoned twice in this game, and first time it was just normal. Now he's got the badly poisoned, so his day's limited. So now I'm going to go into my Zweilous, which is my this is just a bulky physical attacker, and goes for the return. So even with the Evolite, does a lot of damage, a little over half. And now I go for the hustle boosted Outrage, which just does a shit ton of damage and kills that Tauros right away. So yeah, this thing is just an absolute monster. It does loads of damage, but here he's just going to go for the X Scissor, which is super effective and going to take out the other guys, which is too bad because the other guys can do some serious work. The only thing annoying with that said is when hustle misses, it's pretty annoying. So now I'm going into my Rotom Fan again, and he's going to go for the sub because he's fast as hell, and I just go for the Air Slash to start whittling down his HP. And so yeah, so this thing keeps going in for subs and all that boosting bullshit. So he's just going to go with the +1 speed and bat and pass right out of there. He doesn't want anything to do with this guy, and goes into his Eoin, which I think it only has one attacking move and it can't really do much. So go for the Air Slash, and it does not do very much damage. So this guy's pretty bulky. I think he has 80 base stats all around. So I go into my Lantern, which completely walls this thing out, just full on cock block this guy. And Lantern is just an awesome special defense wall with that Volt Absorb, nerfs any electric type attack. And so he's going to be forced to switch because he can't do anything, and fearing the electric move. So right here, I know he's going to go into the Pikachu and try and get that boost, and I go for the Confuse Ray, so I'm just trying to make him punch himself in the face and fuck up his day. Alright, so I'm just munching on those lefties, get that half-eaten apple to full health, and he does break through the confusion here and goes for the Substitute, and I'm just going to go for the Scald here, which is going to easily going to knock out that sub with even with no special investment, because like I said before, Pikachu is just horseshit in defenses and has that Light Ball, which kind of patches out special attack. So it goes for the Grass Knot here, and that still doesn't do much damage, and I go for the Scald here, which is going to punch a hole right through this guy, and there goes Ash's little butt buddy right down the drain. So Squishy doesn't work, gets rid of an annoying little mouse that's fucking overrated as hell. And so now it comes the Bayleaf, which I just go right for the Confuse Ray because I just want to fuck up his day, because that's what this thing does. Throws out Thunder Waves and Confuse Rays and makes it so this guy can't hit me. So But right here he goes for the aromatherapy, which is gonna heal any status moves that I may or may not have done earlier. So yeah, that relies on that muck is all gone now, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't matter too much. So I know I can't do anything to this guy, and Thunderwave's meaningless with aromatherapy, so I just go into my Roselia because I can completely deny any move this guy's got, and he goes for the energy ball, which is just going to do nothing to me. It did 5 damage with the ×4 resistance, and here I go for the sludge bomb, and that's going to do a pretty good amount of damage. I mean, yeah, these guys are pretty damn bulky, and now he gets hit with the confusion, so more hacks on my side, which is just fucking awesome. I love hacks. It's just how I manage to win sometimes. Okay, so now I go for the sludge bomb. Just, I don't know, it's just like tossing water onto the ocean. Sludge bomb onto a muck. That doesn't do much. And I just go for Leech Seeds again, trying to keep willing down this guy. And here comes the gunk shot, and he finally gets the trash bins off, and that does a lot of damage to my Roselia, which doesn't have much in the way of physical defense. It's super bulky and special defense, so that gunk shot is an easy 2-hit KO. So even after Leech Seed, so I'm just gonna get the hell out of there and go right into my Furfrou, who got toxic earlier, which is really annoying. So out comes another gunk shot, and that's gonna hit me for not very much considering how powerful this move is. Alright, so now got my Doge out here. He's just chilling with his scruffy little hair. Couldn't name one Scruffy, but I don't know, I'm big into such Doge. Very wow. Such stall, that kind of good shit. So now I'm going to get hurt by the poison, and after a bunch of text, here comes the Thunder Wave. So now he's going to be slow, and he's going to be losing HP every turn with the Leech Seed. Now he goes for the Payback, which is going to do a little bit of damage, and he's just going to eat that up and get most of it back with lefties. But the problem is I am starting to lose a lot of health due to the toxic, which is not helping my cause out right now. And so he gets some health back and then loses it back, so the poison damage is starting to stack up. So I just got to get the hell out of here and go for the U-turns. Saying later, nerd, take a little hurt with you. So now he goes back, and alright, out into my Roselia again. There was a lot of stalling in this game, just between my two walls, Furfrou and Roselia. So he just goes for the Payback, which does a little bit of damage. I get that Leech Seed, which covers most of it, and yeah, don't need to have a health restoring item because he does carry Leech Seed and Giga Drain, so that patches the deficiency that most Eviolite users have, which is health recovery. So he goes for another Payback here, and that gets the boost that time from going last to a move, and that's going to do a fair amount of damage to me, and the Leechy just misses killing him, which is really annoying because this muck was a complete pain in the ass. But I just go for the Sludge Bomb here, throwing some more water into the ocean, and finally killing the son of a bitch asshole. Okay, so now comes the Ninjask, and he's expecting that I'm going to swap out or use some sort of setup move, but I just go right for the Sludge Bomb, and that's going to take out his Ninjask. So after all that stall, 2 Pokemon go down pretty quickly, and from here it starts to go downhill. Bayleaf doesn't have much health left, and I go for the Sludge Bomb, and that's going down. So god damn it, Roselia, you're putting in work. In 3 turns you kill 3 of his pokes, and now out comes the Fione, which I think is his last Pokemon, and this thing is just kind of bulky and annoying and it's got Rain Dance, Rest, Hydration, all that stuff. He goes for the Scald, which is going to do nothing to me even with the rain because I'm just super bulky, and I go for the super effective Giga Drain, and that's going to do a lot, putting down a red with the crit, but he stays alive, which is really annoying. And so now he goes for the Rest, which he's gonna wake up first turn thanks to that hydration ability, which is really annoying. So I just go for another Giga Drain here, get some more health back, and there's just a little under half with no crit attached. And that almost gets me to full, and yeah, hydration appears, and this guy's fucking thirsty. He's waking, water is just waking him up because he's so damn thirsty. So he goes for the Scald here, hoping for a burn or anything to get some damage on me, but it's kind of a lost cause at this point. So I go for another Giga Drain, just sucking up that health, because Dual Joint will suck anything. And he goes for another rest there, just being a little asshole, stalling all game. Yeah, alright, so out comes another Giga Drain. I think one of these days I'm going to set up a Leech Seed. And yeah, more hydration and more scalding, which doesn't do shit to my Roselia, and who is an awesome tank. So yeah, here comes that Leech Seed I was talking about, and so he's going to start gradually losing a little more health, which is good. And so now this is pretty much around the end of the battle. He's going to go for some rest more, but there's absolutely nothing he's going to do. He can do. I got my Roselia, which you can't touch. I've got my Rotom Fan, which has Thunderbolt and Volt Switch, so 2 really strong stabs. So this guy's got nothing on us. And I think I got a couple more pokes in the back of the lineup. So at this point, he just goes. He either ran out of rest or just accepts his fate and goes for the Scald, which kind of funny. He never got a burn in all those hits, which is, I don't know, just a little odd. So go for the Giga Drain, knocks it down to red, and there goes the rain, which took about a long time. So this guy's got Damp Rock, and the Leech Seed finally takes out this guy. And that is game. So good game, Eoin. Alright, so make sure if you like this, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And thanks for watching. Merc out.